It's week 4 of the 2025 season, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Chargers, next on Madden Football.
If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks in the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that.
Started, and off we go from SoFi. A return now from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build...
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A second down throw for Jameis. He connects with Disley.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, man out of the University of Washington. Here's Jake Browning.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system. And when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. Throwing, Browning. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Browning. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Winston will work out of the pistol. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Open man is the tight end, Disley. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? That's on the guard, Zion Johnson. Now whistles and a timeout. From the gun, Winston. This one complete to Palmer. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 8. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Browning now. He'll get that one complete. It's Drew Sample, the tight end. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Colts 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down. Indianapolis. Browning. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Still 1st down.
To throw, it's Browning. Catch made, that's Pittman. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Here's Browning. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now Browning. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
At the Chargers' 16-yard line.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the left side and taken in by Downs. He is in. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That his first touchdown this year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It is 3rd and 10. Here's Jameis. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw, here's Winston. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And a nice gain there. On 1st down, he takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
We are through 1. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. Now they'll set up to throw. Open is Sample down the field. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of 53.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indy. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts move out on top, 14-0. So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Straight ahead, it's Sanders. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's a zone read given to Hubbard. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Winston. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Here's Austin McNamara now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 8-yard line.
He'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 1st down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Winston. That into the hands of Hubbard. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Here's their punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Back to throw, Browning. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
I'm not sure any play has a greater impact in altering a game than forcing a safety on defense. Not only do you get to 2 points, but you give the ball back to your offense to try to add more on.
Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. 3rd and long. Throwing, Browning. Open man is the tight end, Sample. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 44. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. This one complete to Bryant. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Hopkins sent in motion. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the gun, Winston. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Sanders. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, it's Winston. This one complete to Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle is made here at the 3-yard line.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
They'll run with Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 2nd down, Winston. That is caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll run here with Kill. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Browning. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now Browning. He's got his man. That's down. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Browning. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Here's Browning. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Browning now. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense and Jameis Winston getting set to go to work again. Winston to throw on 1st down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Winston. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Winston will work out of the pistol. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their 2nd. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Chargers are back within 4 at 14-10. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Winston to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Motion man is the tight end going right. A 2nd down throw for Winston. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds at the 3, and from there it's going to be 1st and goal. To throw, Winston. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete. You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Xavier Worthy, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Tank Bigsby, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Tony Pollard, a touchdown run in the victory. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Anthony Gould now to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off he goes. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Taylor gets it out of the pistol. He'll get this to about midfield. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And now it's fourth down. The Colts about set to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll go play action. It's Winston. The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield. Usually the spot that tells us hold it. Winston looking to throw. This one complete to Bryant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, here's Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard, the ball carrier. Nick Cross on the stop. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20.
15-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Browning. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's to the left side and taken in by Downs.
Holding offense.
Throwing, Browning. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Davis to return it. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On second down, Winston. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. He connects with Palmer on that one. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. On first down, it's Winston. He connects with Disley. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7.
At the Colts 38-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense.
On the give, it's Hubbard. Yeah! And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
There is his tight end, Disley. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on second and 2. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And the Chargers are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. From the gun, Winston. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jameis Winston, touchdown LA. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Browning. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. A hit, and he has lost the football. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Browning. Open man is the tight end, Sample. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Holding offense.
Quentin Nelson, former All-Pro guard, guilty on that one. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now Browning. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. The Colts about to kick this one away. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. This team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Winston. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's got his tight end, Granson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. Oh, what a throw, slinging it across his body and complete. 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing, Jameis. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Jonathan Taylor inside the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of the attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Browning. And he'll take it on in. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So here we go. Colts trying to get a little bit closer. They'll go for 2 now. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
So now this team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Winston. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Jameis. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Chargers
To throw is Winston. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. To throw, here's Winston. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. There's that man again. Another catch.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over once again. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. 2nd down and 3. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Grounding now. That one into the hands of Downs.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. He's going to try to pick up the 1st down with his own read.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They were able to hold him to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. He'll decide to keep this once more. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
4th down, you want to make sure you give your quarterback the option to keep the ball in his hands, and that's exactly what they decided to do, and the defense was ready. They played assignment football, everyone did their job, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 2. This is a pistol run with Sanders. Third and a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Sanders. To take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
He'll go play action. It's Winston. This one complete to Palmer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. He's got it at the 7, and he's in. Will Dissly, touchdown Chargers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get 1 more stop?
The extra point is up and through. And the Chargers will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Browning. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing, Browning. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have a Colts 1st down as this defense a little too loose there. giving up 19 yards on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot. Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball, and this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to the air one more time. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And the Colts first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now, 2nd and 4. Here's Browning. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. It is 3rd and goal. Now Browning. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
I fumbled the football. The Chargers have it. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.